provincial sector, on the world stage. No one can argue. That's why they always want to go personal. They can't go after a record. They can't.
Okay, I thought that was kind of an interesting line there from Ford. And we've heard that, I mean, that's the usual drum we hear the Fords beat, that we're good custodians of the local economy. Toronto's never been in better shape. A lot of people accuse them of some fuzzy math when it comes to that. One thing I heard from Doug this morning when he was on was something that was new information to me, is we've set a new record for tourism here in the city of Toronto. Some 14 million or so visitors in the past year. And I mean, some of these things, I mean, you just can't fight the facts, and you've got to give the Fords credit where credit is due. I don't know how directly involved they've been or how personally responsible they are for getting those tourism numbers up. But you know what? It happened on their watch, or at least on Rob Ford's watch, and Doug is the city councilor. So, again, if you're going to give them criticism for certain things, you've got to give them credit for others. And you sometimes you just can't fight the numbers or the facts. But I guess that's what Doug is arguing, and why they're going after him, and I guess Rob de facto, with personal attacks, because they can't fight them on the numbers. Well, I think a lot of people would turn that around and say, you're the one that's being personal, Doug Ford. Have you ever looked at your advertising and what you're saying in particular about John Tory? They're not attacking you personally as much as that you are the one. You're the perpetrator of personal attacks. Another clip I want to play from this morning. Here is Doug talking about helping the underprivileged in Toronto.
You can't help the most vulnerable people unless you have a balance sheet that's in good standings.
Okay, so we really got to make sure that our fiscal ship is in order, that, if the balance sheet is good, we're in a good position, that we can help those that truly need it. You just can't keep dipping into people's pockets time and time again to help the, quote-unquote, underprivileged or underadvantaged in this city. But I think that's fundamentally the problem a lot of people have got with the Chow campaign. We hear this time and time again from Olivia Chow, is that we have to look out for all of Toronto. We need to help the youth get jobs. We need to pour more money into affordable housing. But people get anxious and people get nervous because all they hear is, you're reaching into my wallet more, deeper and deeper. And is there really any answer here? I mean, is the answer just to take my money and give it to other people for housing? What's your long-term or your long-range plan, Olivia, to get people out of affordable housing? Is that temporary help, or is that long-term for you? And I'm just wondering, with a week to go here until Election Day, John Tory, by the way, picking up a couple more big endorsements today, most notably from Pinball Clemens and from the Toronto Sun. A week out, Doug Ford says he is closer than the polls indicate. And I want to know if you think he's right. 870-6400, star 640 on cell. Most of the polls have shown Tory far and away in the lead, Doug in second, Chow in third. Occasionally Olivia's nipping at Doug's heels, but it's Tory in the lead, followed by Ford, followed by Chow. Is Doug Ford right when he says a week after Election Day, he is closer than the polls indicate? And I think a few things can change.